A brand new Predator film. Just what I've been waiting for. The excitement is over. The brand new Predator movie is out. Now, if you're like me and you love the Predator ever since the original, which was released in 1987 with Arnold Schwarzenegger, then you'll know what I'm talking about. The Predator is an iconic character from comic books, from Dark Horse Comics. I've loved the character. Always had a very soft spot for the Predator. So I've been looking forward to this film for quite some time, since I've heard that Shane Black was also directing, and Shane was actually in the original movie as well. So you'd think that a character from the original film will definitely make this movie awesome. What it's about is a young boy triggers the return of the predators to Earth to start their little hunting adventures, their human hunting adventures. And we're introduced to a ragtag group of ex-soldiers in this. So it's kind of like a modern remake or a modern version of the original. We've got soldiers again, except this time the soldiers just keep joking around. It's just like the humor is thrown in your face. Everything is made to be a joke. So I don't know really what to think of that. Why does everything need to be a joke? You've got the predator hunting you, this incredible alien species that's designed to kill and to hunt things. Not just humans, but other alien beings. Absolute professional hunter, predators, whatever you want to call them. And these idiot ex-soldiers just keep joking around. It's like, it grows stale very quickly. This action humor, action comedy that's thrown into your face, it doesn't sit well with me. It's not what Predator is all about. Sure, the humor can be okay here and there, and some of the characters can be funny, but do they grow on us? Do we feel connected to the characters and care about them as much as we did in the first original Predator in 1987 in those jungles with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Carl Weathers? No, I couldn't give a damn about any of these characters. There's no connection. There's no good character development. In fact, this entire movie is the biggest mess that I've seen probably ever. The thing is, each scene, there's no flow to this movie. There's absolutely no flow to the story, no flow to the movie. Every scene happens. They could have just been thrown together out of nowhere. One scene ends, another one begins, and that's it. Like, there's no flow. You don't feel any flow to the movie. The scenes don't transition and let the story flow in any sort of effective manner. It's just absolute garbage. And I was watching this in gold class, which for those of you that aren't from Australia may not know, it's like the first class version of going to the theatres. So it's like you get these big recliner chairs, you get a lot of leg room, you can lie down, you can get a blanket, you can press a button and you can order cocktails, you can order any alcoholic beverage that you want, you can get wasted in the cinema, you can order pizza, you can order burgers, you can order pork rolls, anything you want. You can order in there, you just have to pay for it. And also the tickets are a lot more expensive. They're like double the price minimum. So if you watch a gold class movie, then you want to choose a good movie. I had to start drinking quite heavily halfway through this film because it was just absolute garbage and it didn't get any better. There's a lot of CGI. There's not that much Predator in the movie, but that's not the problem here. The problem is there is just no flow. Story doesn't make sense. It's disappointment of the year, and it's probably one of the most disappointing movies that I've ever seen in my life. And I love most movies. I'm a movie buff. There's not much that I dislike. Even something that most people hate or can't tolerate at all, I'd find something good about it. I'd find something to enjoy out of each film. This one, I couldn't find anything. I'm going to have to rewatch it because maybe I drank a little bit too much halfway through, but I'm pretty sure it didn't get any better and the alcohol didn't affect it. If anything, it should have got better. I should have found it more funny, but I didn't find the humor funny at all. There was only a couple times where I might have let off a little snicker, and that was more on the inside. It sounded more like a snort. Nothing about this film works, and I went in there not with high expectations because I already read reviews and they were all negative. No one had really much good to say about this. I was either going to watch The Predator or The Nun. And looking at RottenTomatoes.com, The Predator had slightly higher scores. So I decided to watch Predator and not The Nun. Now I wish that I could turn back time and just avoid this altogether. The Nun might have been some fun, The Nun might have been some fun. I'm a poet, didn't even know it. The Predator was just utter garbage from start to finish. Didn't enjoy it whatsoever. And like I mentioned, I'm a huge fan. For me, the first one, the original, is still the best. You got this awesome, bright jungle. You care about the characters. Arnold Schwarzenegger was amazing in that film. He's not just some sort of action hero buff character. You actually get to know him a little bit better, and it just grows on you. You can just feel the tension, the horror, the fear. These soldiers in the jungle in the original, these are men that are they're like mercenaries. They're a rescue team, I know, and Dutch, aka Arnold Schwarzenegger, makes it clear that they're a rescue team. They're not mercenaries. But what I'm trying to say is these men, like you got Jesse the Body Ventura, you got Bill Duke, Carl Weathers, Arnold Schwarzenegger. These are grown men, really the toughest of the toughest men as far as I'm concerned, and you can feel the fear. They're actually scared of the Predator, whereas these idiots, these ragtag soldiers, are just joking around the whole time. It just felt fake, and it just didn't work for me at all. It's the Predator, for Christ's sake. You'd be pretty fearful for your life, wouldn't you? The Predator effects still hold up from the original film as well. Like, it doesn't look like one of those aged films where you watch it many years later, where in 2018 it was made in 1987. The effects still hold up to their own. They're still really good. It's convincing. I can't see like wires or anything that, you know, makes the film sort of feel corny or the effects feel rather bad. The film's still amazing, and it's still the best one. And in fact, this is the worst Predator movie out of the whole lot, including Alien vs. Predator. Each AVP film, or both of them, are better than this one. I'd rather watch those films than this one. This one's right at the bottom. And I didn't mind Predators, the one with Adrian Brody. That was actually pretty good. It's probably my second favourite in the series, or maybe sort of really close there with number 2. I really like number 2 as well, but they're both very different. That was really good, especially compared to this one, this utter garbage. I don't even know if I'll add it to my collection. It's that bad. I'm sure you all get the point. Avoid this movie at all costs. If you're going to buy something this month, invest in the new Spider-Man game on the PlayStation 4. It is amazing. I'm currently playing through it, and I can't wait to review it for everyone. It's definitely worth your dollars. Don't go out and watch The Predator. Whatever you do, don't waste your money at the theatre. Wait till it comes out on DVD or until you can watch it on cable or something like that, because you want to save your money. If it's something that you have to watch and you're aching, then just take my advice. Terrible movie. I'm about to score it. The Predator 2018 on the evil Bannock scale of 0 to 13. Gets a 1. A 1 out of 13. I'm not sure what went wrong with this one, because Shane Black is a good director. He makes good films. He's from the original movie, so he should know what Predator is all about. But it looks like nobody knew what the Predator was all about in this film. Throughout the entire movie, it was just like some big joke. Sure, the effects were okay, and they had a pretty high budget. I don't know how they managed to screw this up. It really looks like it's evident that the studio got involved with this a lot, and what it was maybe the director conflicting with the studio. They chopped and changed so much stuff out of this, so that's why the scenes just don't have that flow, and they just sort of... one scene ends, another one begins. It could be the scenes could be spread out anywhere throughout the movie. It wouldn't make any less or any more sense. It's just, I don't know how they can screw up a movie this badly in this day and age. Disappointment of the year, possibly biggest disappointment ever. I was actually thinking of scoring this as 0, but it gets a 1 because there is some effort that goes into this movie. Some of the characters or some of the actors do get into it. They try their best with what they have to work with, but it's just a big mess. And I will have to watch it again, and if I change my mind drastically, which I don't think I will, then I'll make another video. But otherwise, avoid this one at all costs.